Hello everyone, Jorge here with Avalos, Cloud Native, and Nexus Technologies. Nexus for LinkedIn, Nexus for connecting. And I just got my coffee, November 16, 2024. And I say, wow, look at this. It's almost like Black Friday is around the corner. New Year's around the corner. The question is, what would you do next year? Do you have a plan? Do you have a career path? Maybe your career is going like down the hill. Maybe it's time to upgrade your skills. Maybe you don't know anything about information and technology. Maybe you don't know anything about networking or cybersecurity or any topic in IT. Maybe blockchain, maybe AI. Maybe you're looking to get to career started. Well, in our private Discord server, with Cloud on the Ground and Avalos Cloud Native Technologies, we help you, and we have a mentorship program where we coach you, and you can have direct access to me, and I tell you, well, I'm gonna give you a big overview of what platform engineering is, which is what I'm teaching right now and what I'm sharing. So a platform engineer is basically a full stack. And you're gonna learn a little bit of networking, you're gonna learn a little bit of infrastructure. So let's talk about infrastructure and platform engineering. So when it comes to platform engineering, I know most people is used to talk about like Windows Server and stuff like that, VMware. Well, I'm gonna show you something different, okay? So this car, for example, this car have AI built in, right? This car have applications built in. Well, most of these applications are actually microservices. And maybe you don't know what microservices is. Maybe you don't know what containers are. Maybe you don't know where these containers are running from, what platform. Maybe it could be, I don't know, hosted in the cloud, maybe on premise, you don't know, right? So the trick is that we teach you, we guide you, we do coaching one-on-one. You can have my direct phone number, and I tell you, I'm gonna give you this big overview of infrastructure, and then you can choose a career path. Maybe you wanna focus more in cybersecurity. Maybe you wanna focus more in on the under layers, because there's many layers when it comes to platform engineering, right? Maybe you're gonna focus more in the networking section, load balancers. So maybe you wanna focus more in like zero trust and cybersecurity, who knows? So the trick is that with me, you're gonna have many careers, right? So I'm gonna give you a big overview of what AI is, right? Cloud native, cybersecurity, and blockchain. And then the platform engineering role, which is pretty much everything out there today, because whatever you're running, you gotta run somewhere, where the platform engineering role will teach you that. And then from there, you're gonna learn how to install containers, how to make your own images, how to do the networking, how to learn public cloud, because we teach public cloud by learning cloud native technologies. So basically, if you want to learn AWS, Amazon Web Services, or Azure, or Google Cloud Platform, or Alibaba, I haven't touched Alibaba yet, but pretty soon, then you learn cloud native, and then you learn public cloud, because when you're doing public cloud and you want to do, let's say, Kubernetes in the cloud, right? Amazon. Then you got to do some custom networking, and then you got to set up some accounts and roles and all that. So the trick is, like, with me, you are going to make your life way easier, okay? Because I'm going to explain you step by step. Learn this, learn that. And I'm going to give you concepts that you never heard of. In 1 year from now, right, you're going to be like, wow, I made myself a monster, right? How? Well, your terminology is going to go like skyrocket. In 1 year, you're gonna talk about data lakes, lake houses, edge computer. You're gonna talk about blockchain, smart contracts, open source, Kubernetes, the layers of Kubernetes. You're gonna talk about networking, load balancers, service mesh, zero trust, and much, much more. So, you know, sometimes when you're studying, let's say Code Cloud or CVT Nuggets or any website or Udemy, it's so hard sometimes to understand the big picture of infrastructure or how you can scale your career, so you don't get stuck only on networking or just databases or just the platform or VMware or Windows Server 2022 or any version or SQL Server. You just like your terminology, your vocabulary. By the time you go for the interview, by the time you go to talk about technology, about, I don't know, anything, you can have a good common sense of what people is talking about. And you know what? I'm gonna break every single tech in pieces for you, easy to understand, easy to follow, so you know what people is talking about. So I have this plan where I'm gonna teach people, and I'm already doing it, platform engineering, and then we're gonna go straight into blockchain because blockchain is the future. And then we're gonna combine platform engineering, Kubernetes, right? We're gonna create this multi-cloud system or decentralized super multi-cloud where we're gonna connect a mesh of Kubernetes cluster with each other. And then we're gonna throw blockchain in there, and then we're gonna throw zero trust in there. We're gonna throw a bunch of service mesh, a service mesh for all the containers, and you're gonna learn how we can orchestrate all these. And on top of that, we got Michael in the dojo, which we're gonna do some fun stuff with AI. So by the time you finish, because you will never finish in the first place. By the time you're like in 6 months or 1 year from now, you're gonna be like, this was the best decision that I have done for myself for 2025 or next year. Or if you can start now and start engaging with me to get prepared, that's fine. Reach out to me. The dojo is, if I'm not there, someone else will help you. We have a lot of documentation. You have direct contact to me too as well. And we're just gonna break pieces for you because a lot of people is like, there is so much information out there that people have no idea where to start. Where did you start? Okay, cyber. But is that cyber only like, I don't know, SOC operations, like security operations center, or I don't know, some kind of dashboard that you set up and that's it? What about if you have a big overview of every single piece on the network, on the devices, and everything that participates? And how can you make it better? How can you make it more secure? How can what you should be monitoring, right? There is many aspects from the containers perspective, from the networking, from the system that's hosting the applications, from the service mesh. Maybe you want to just containers to talk to each other and all the rest. Maybe you want to make the containers invisible, like Harry Potter. You're just like, okay, I'm gonna use Zero Trust with OpenCity. So we're gonna show you all this stuff, and you're gonna be like, oh, that's exactly what it is. Wow, I'm learning so much in here. And if you hear this video, please share that with your community, with your friends on Facebook, anywhere else. I'm gonna show you how to become a platform engineer. I'm gonna show you how can we make business together, and how Cloud Underground from the US is now setting up a system for you to basically make money with us if you show us the skills. If you show us that you can make some money like on your own, or basically you can maybe host a system or design a system or an infrastructure or something that you have learned and we can use you, you're gonna get hired. You can make some cash with us too. And what else? Aside from learning and making cash and doing business together, you're gonna have the entrepreneur mind. Like, you know, you will never be like, oh, I dedicated my career only to Windows Server and now I'm stuck. No one is using Windows. Oh no. So what are you gonna do now? You're gonna stay there and wait until your career just doesn't work anymore? You can't do that. You gotta step up. You gotta be learning every day. You gotta learn the hardcore stuff. There is people making 300K doing platform engineering, 200K doing platform engineering. There's people making 200 up to $1 million doing AI, making videos. We don't do that in here, okay, just in case. But what I'm trying to tell you too is that when you have the entrepreneur mind and you become your own boss, right, and you become a person who is, we can call it a jack of all trades. Pretty much you learn everything, a little bit of everything, and you choose exactly what you want to be the best, right? For example, we talk about satellite system. Our sensei, my mentor, Sensei Nato, is building satellite systems, and he's gonna build a decentralized data center that will be in orbit. Can you imagine that stuff? And you have a similar concept with blockchain. We're gonna use blockchain for authentication for the users, a service mesh for communication between containers, a zero trust to hide containers in the background. We're gonna use all kinds of stuff in here. There's no failing with us. This is the best community because you build with us, you learn with us, you make money with us, and you have a family. You have basically direct attention from me, attention from my community, right? What else can you have? Like, you can join any community out there, but are you gonna have the engagement that I have with my people? Probably not. Are you gonna have the support that you have from other communities? I don't think so. Usually, I'll tell you how it works. In most communities and in this career of technology, most people is isolated. Most people is working alone. Most people is like working, learning on their own. Yeah, they become good. They're successful. They do a lot of good stuff. But in the end, you know what? There is nothing like community. And that's something that I learned in Web3 technologies. It's community-based, it's about trust, it's about fairness, it's about working together. And that's what my mind changed with blockchain. And now I'm applying Web3, right, into Web2 with platform engineering, and then we're gonna throw blockchains in there and containers, because most of the containers for the blockchain technologies, the peers or the nodes that participate on the network are actually containers. You gotta secure those containers too, right? And not just that, any application, a web server, anything you can think of, right? Just come to me, I'll help you. I'm gonna break things easy for you. 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and done. Now you go for an interview and you're like, wow, blown away. People, you're gonna blow people away. Like, this guy knows a little bit of everything. Even if you don't know the technical 100%, but you know the concept, you know how to apply it. You have the mastermind to think how you can put all these things together quickly in your mind. How can you secure that? What to look for, right? All that stuff. And not just that. You know what I help you with? Personal branding. I help you to be your entrepreneur, right? Your own entrepreneur. I help you to be like, I help you to build your brand of yourself. And not just that, I got a system, I got an idea where we're gonna work together, we're gonna cluster each other, and then you will see what we can do working together. So I hope you enjoyed your day. November 16, 2024, plan ahead. The future is dark for a lot of people, but it doesn't have to be dark for you. It could be beautiful, it could be promising. And for a lot of people out there who is not putting the work, we gotta say goodbye, they gotta stay behind, sadly. Because what else can we do, all right? Cheers, have a good day, bye.